What is good, y'all? Welcome back to the airport. Welcome back to a brand new video, man. We are here and we are back with a brand new video for you guys. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Jimmy Butler because he just hit a crazy game winner last night against the Bulls. We're going to be talking about that game. We're going to be talking about him, a lot of discourse over him, his name in the fan base over these last couple of weeks or last week and a half. But yeah, let's get right into it, man. Make sure you guys drop a like, subscribe, and comment down below. Again, on the road to 3,000, so just let me know if you guys want to see any like new videos, ideas, suggestions. I do want to say shout out to the Heat Report Fantasy League. It's a 12-team league. We got teams doing well, yeah, I just want to give a shout out to all the guys in that league. And yeah, let's just get right into it. So we're gonna talk about Jimmy Butler. You know, from first and foremost, man. Yeah, Jimmy's a dog. I mean, we all knew that, but like he came out, and I think he heard the noise. I think he heard the discourse. I think he heard the chatter over what people were talking about. I think he just came and just showed up. Yeah, I just think he showed up and showed out, and I think he kind of just put all that noise to bed. He put everybody who was saying that, he just put all that to bed, man. He just basically just told everyone to just shut up. Like when he did what he did, and he had a great game. From the jump, he was engaged. Now, we came out from the start and we were hot. You know, Kevin Love had hit 5 threes. You know, his first he made all 5 of his first 5 threes, and guys were shooting the ball well. We had good defensive effort, and we were playing well. We were just having a good game, and then obviously, you know, the Bulls went on their run. You know, we obviously let them back in as predicted. You know what is crazy? I trust this team to come back from a lead than keep a lead, which is not that great, but hopefully they can fix this, man. This whole thing about giving up leads is not the best. But yeah, I do want to shout out a couple of other guys. So Jimmy Butler, obviously. Kevin Love, I thought was amazing, especially with his defense down low on Vucevic down the stretch was good, and he got that big offensive rebound actually. You know, at the end. So yeah, I really like Kevin Love's effort, and I liked his game last night. Jaquez, you know, as a rookie, just continues to impress. I don't really have much more that I can say about him than what I've already said. Like he's just not a rookie. Like he's a ready player. He can play right now. Like we all knew this, but like I don't know, like what else is there to say about this kid, man? Every game he is just consistent. And I mean, I haven't seen a run of, I think he's had 13 double-digit scoring games in a row. That's crazy. And I think the record is Dwayne Wade's at 15. So, I mean, that just shows you how consistent he's been and how good he's been for this team. He's arguably been a top 3 player in the season for us. You know, obviously you have Bam and Jimmy and Tyler, but obviously Tyler and Bam have missed a lot of games, especially Tyler. So, for the whole entirety of the season, I would say Jaquez has been a top 3 player on this team. As far as consistency, I don't think he's missed a single game. I think he's the only player on this team who's played every single game, which is an underrated stat actually, because the best ability is availability. Like you have to stay on the floor, and he's shown that he can be durable. He's not afraid, and he's just a very good player, man. He's a very smart player. He just knows what to do. He knows how to play at his own pace, but you know, take over when it's needed. And he's just a baby Jimmy. So Jaime, shout out to Jaime, man. Jaime continues to impress every single night. And shout out to Caleb Martin. I thought Caleb Martin had a good game, had that big putback at the end. Yeah, he had a good game. I was a huge fan of his game last night. We had a couple of guys contributing off the bench. I think Richardson had a good game. Highsmith was okay. I liked his defense on DeMar. It's hard to stop a guy like that, but he did as well as anyone could have. Kyle, I thought, set the tone with his assists as well. And then Duncan didn't shoot the ball that great, but still got off 3 threes, I think. So overall, it was a good performance. The defense is still a little bit concerning to me, I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, we have guys missing. You know, our best defender is obviously missing. Second best defender came back last night. So yeah, it's not gonna be the same without Bam. But to give up 118 points or 116 points is never a good sign, especially to a team without Zach LaVine. I know they've been playing good without him, but yeah, I think that's the only thing we have to kind of, like, you know, make better is our defense. And it all starts at the point of attack. You know, guys have to be a lot better at staying in front of their people, and starts at the guards, Lowry, Robinson, anybody like that, man. I was very frustrated with the loss the other night. Kobe White had a crazy game. Ayo Dosunmu had a career high, or a season high. It was almost a career high. I think his only other game that was higher in scoring than this one was when he dropped, I think, 26 in April of 2022. Like that was a crazy stat. So if I wanted to nitpick about one thing about this team, it's the defense. I think the defense has to be a lot better, and obviously it'll be better when Bam is back. I have no doubt about that, but you can't rely on him to save everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's coming off an injury. It's going to be a little tough for him just to get back into rhythm. He's going to be a little rusty, so you can't just throw him into the fire and when he's coming off injury, be like, yo, just fix our defense. Like, obviously he'll do that, you know, after a couple of games, but to start off, the whole team has to take accountability on that end. And I thought they did a good job down the stretch, but you know, there's times, even in that game the other night where the Bulls won that game, Ayo Dosunmu, Kobe White, Patrick Williams, like, these guys are having wide open shots. Even in tonight's or last night's game, Patrick Williams, the amount of wide open threes that I saw him take was crazy. Like, wide open three after wide open three, man. That's ridiculous. So yeah, I'm not really too happy about the defensive effort, but I think that it's just all starts with staying in front of your man. And I think that with the backcourt of Lowry and Robinson, it's going to be tough to do that. So I understand we don't really have the personnel with the guards, but it's just going to be a little tough to see Bam having to cover up everything, because that's what he's been doing for this team. But he can't do that every night. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's some nights where, you know, he's going to have to do more on the offensive end, and his defense might not be as good. His defense will still be amazing, but it might not be as amazing as you want it to be if he's carrying the load offensively. So you got to give him a breather. You can't have him do everything because he's going to get gassed. So that's the only thing. I think the defense has to be better. I think that can be fixed through, like, I think Spo made this change in the lineup where he put Caleb Martin as a starting four. I don't know if he did that because Highsmith is coming off an injury, or because he just wants to do that going forward. Well, it worked because Caleb Martin had a good game, but defensively, I'm a little concerned with that because Caleb Martin is, you know, I'm not saying Highsmith is like some big guy, but I trust Highsmith defensively more than Caleb. Caleb's a good defender, don't get me wrong, but I think Highsmith is one of the best on the team. So I think that is the guy who should be starting. But Caleb, you know, I trust Spo's decision making. I think that's just a very small thing to nitpick at if you want to talk about it. Like, whether Caleb comes off the bench or starts, he's going to be a very big factor to this team. I just think him at the four would have us a little bit, not saying Highsmith is a big player. I think Highsmith's only like 6'5", 6'6", but so he's not even like taller than Caleb, but I just like he just plays bigger than what he is, Highsmith does. So I think that's why I would trust him more at that four position. I think Caleb's more of like a 3-2. He's a slasher, he's a scorer. Highsmith kind of does all the dirty work. He's like a PJ Tucker type player. So that's why I like Highsmith at that four more than Caleb starting. But again, Caleb dropped 17, so Spo definitely knows what he's doing. I'm not questioning what he's doing at all. It's just talking about what I would like. Yeah, that's basically the gist of it. Jimmy had a great game. I think a lot of people were seeing the starting narratives that didn't need to be started, talking about he declined and stuff like that. Like, bro, Jimmy Butler did not decline, and he's not declining anytime soon. Like, just because he takes games off in the regular season doesn't mean he's declining. Like, come on, guys. Like, you guys have been watching the Heat with him long enough. It's been 4 years. Like, there's a pattern here. Obviously, like, I understand he's getting older, but come on, be better. Like, he's been doing the same thing. This is actually the highest he's averaged as a Heat player, apart from, I think, was it 2021 or 2022? This is the highest he's averaged. So, bro, like, people can say whatever they want to and bring up whatever numbers or anything like that, like eye test. Anything you want to bring up to justify that he might be declining, it's all nonsense. He's not declining. So just save that. Don't even start the narrative anymore. Like, he put that to bed with this game. So he's definitely not declining. Just because he's playing just because he's playing with less energy in the regular season doesn't mean he's declining. It means he's trying to save his energy for when it matters, which is in April and May. So yeah. That's the thing with Jimmy, man. I just think he just heard the noise. He just put all that to bed, hit that shot. And yeah, he's definitely not declining. Again, let me say it again for you guys. Definitely not declining. Yeah, we're just gonna wrap it up here, man. Make sure you gotta drop a like, subscribe, and comment down below. Let me know your thoughts about Jimmy Butler, about the team, what you guys think. And yeah, I'll see you later as always. Peace.